It's Mr. Caravan.
World War I in the 1920s. Lesson 4. The post-war economy booms. When done reading this section, you should be able to describe the economic problems America faced after World War I, explain the economic growth and prosperity of the 1920s, analyze the consumer revolution in the bull market, and compare the different effects of the economic boom on urban and rural Americans. Let's look at our notes on the post-war issues. Women and African Americans confronting new realities, inflation and labor unrest, and the United States growing as a world power. A post-war economic recession resulted in a competitive job market. By 1920, fewer women were in the workforce than in 1910, and African American workers vied with returning soldiers for jobs in the cities which they had migrated to during the war. This led to racial tensions. In the decade after World War I, the U.S. economy experienced tremendous growth. Using revolutionary mass production techniques, American workers produced more goods in less time than ever before. This boom fundamentally changed the lives of many Americans. How did Henry Ford transform the auto industry? Well, he introduced a series of technological and management innovations. These ideas revolutionized mass production, wages, working conditions, and daily life. Mass production is the rapid manufacturing of large numbers of identical products with interchangeable parts. Looking at this map, I want you to ask yourself how the creation of an affordable car affected the development of roads in the United States. And the economic growth of the 1920s, you have to understand advertising and installment buying, the bull market, and how science, technology, and the free enterprise system combined. The more things change, the more things stay the same. I want you to take a look at these advertisements from the time period and think about the tools they're using to persuade the consumer. It's not much different from what we see online today. Understanding the urban, suburban, and rural areas, we have to understand why people migrated to the cities, how the suburbs began to expand, and how many Americans across the country face challenges. What was Warren G. Harding's presidential campaign slogan? The answer is B, back to normalcy. How did Henry Ford alter working conditions for his employees? Well, old Henry Ford was far from perfect, but he did A, increase their wages and give them weekends off. What is a bull market? Well, it's where you go to buy a bull, of course. Kill me. Anyways, it's actually C, a period of rising stock prices. How were farmers affected by the nation's economic growth? Well, farmers were outside of the economic boom. They suffered from growing debt and falling farm prices, which never reached the level they did during the Great War.